If you do not know whether the market is up or down, one bit of information: in the last 5 months, more money has come into US markets than in the last 12 years. Let me repeat: 5 months, more money has come in than in the last 12 years. If this does not worry you about bull market, I don't know what will, right? What is happening is, today if I meet young people and who tell me that they are not so much for risk, I feel happy, but I feel I meet very few of them. Most of them I meet are people who have recently opened brokerage accounts, paying almost nothing as brokerage, and who think that making money in the market is the best way to wealth. And most of these people are coming into the market now, which is scary even for an investor like me who has been here long enough. None of these people were willing to come in March 2020, but after that, when people have been sitting at home and they have nothing else to do, they have been opening broking accounts left, right and center, and using all their possible leverage. They are doing futures and options, including asking me, "Sir, don't you do futures and options?" and things like that, and thinking it's the most obvious thing to do. And I told one of those salespeople that there is something called an economic value to peace of mind, right? So for me, there is an economic value to my peace of mind, which means I will never take a leverage position, and buying a call option is definitely taking a leverage position, and no leverage position does not interest me. But this person I met, whom his father had said don't borrow, he had done an F&O trade and he had earned some money, maybe 20,000-30,000 rupees, which is huge for a person who has a 50,000 rupee job. So suddenly he must be feeling that, oh my God, why am I wasting time in this job when I can do these kind of trades every day? Because 300 into 20 working days is 6 lakhs, which is perhaps his annual income, right? So these are people who would not know what is the difference between a PE and an EPS or any of those things. They have not heard of jargon. They don't even think they need to know, right? Now, when the Prime Minister of a country like Denmark can get up and say, "We think we can borrow more," or "I think we can borrow more," you realize that something is going wrong in the world in terms of people adjusting to such a huge amount of leverage, right? So doing leverage transactions is not something which is recommended for beginners, but if somebody were to check out the number of shares bought on the margin, right, and the margin defaults, and or saying, can I pay the margin in installments or things like that, you realize people don't have enough cash flow, but they have big dreams, and they think that this too can be matched by trading regularly, right? The only beneficiary is the bank. The only beneficiary is the bank subsidiary, which is into broking business. These are the real beneficiaries by way of this generation wanting to be in the market and worrying about FOMO, saying, "I don't know what will happen if I quit the market," or not going and attending anything to do anywhere simply because of the lockdown, but continuously be in the market, seeing what is happening, trading, whatever, right? So based on all this, understand that it is easy to buy a share. What you're trying to do is create a portfolio, which means it has to have composition, it has to have the right ingredients, right? If you are not willing to do all this, you're better off going to a mutual fund. I'm not recommending only mutual fund. You can go into an ETF, you can go into index fund, whatever you want to. But please understand that understanding the market is far more important and far more difficult than just going online and buying some share about which you know nothing, right? Be careful. Thank you.